My name is Parnell, I'm 20 years old and I'm an assistant to a celebrity stylist called Derek Warburton. I'm from London. It's actually, well, not London. I've started saying that just because when anyone asks me where I'm from, I always say that, but I'm actually from Bristol, but no one knows where it is. So I'm just like, London, because it's just easier to just explain. I went from London, to New Zealand when I was working in a TV company. Then I was America's Next Top Model's assistant from there. And then I met Derek at Fashion Week in New Zealand, where he came across with Nicole Miller and America's Next Top Model. I think the reason that Derek chose me really was because I came up to him when I first saw him and I was like, I get it. I got it, you know? I was looking at him and he was working the crowd, he was working the press, and I was just like, I get it. And then he was like, no, I need to have you come back with me. So I went straight from New Zealand to here. On the first weekend that I was here, I arrived and I met Kerry Hilson, Khalees, Natasha Bedingfield, LaRue, like Perez Hilton. That was at his event. It was crazy, I met them all in one go. And that was like the first, I arrived on Thursday and we left on Friday. I got on really well with Kerry and like that was amazing. So I work for Derek Warburton and he's a celebrity stylist and he also runs a website called Derek Loves Shopping, which I actually run, to be honest. We basically, on the site alone, we write, you know, about topics like fashion, lifestyle, beauty, things that are current. You know, we just did like the worst and best dress of the Golden Globes, and I got made to take down the worst dress because I was so CUNT about it. I said Heidi Klum was the worst dress, but come on. Heidi Klum was the worst dress of the Globe. She looked awful, like she looked crazy. But then I was like, Derek, I don't think Heidi Klum's reading Derek Loves Shopping. So when you're with someone like Derek, it's great and it's fun and you love it. But you know, everything has its expiry date, you know. Derek will move on to a point where he might not need me or my services, or I'll move to a point where I need to get something else from my employer, or I become my own employer, or I do whatever, and I just, you know? I find it so difficult, you know, because when I look at my goals and try and think about what I would like to do in life, I see like there's like a tree, and there's like 5 different paths of ways I could go, and I'm like right at the base right now, like I've just got to the base, just. Like I'm saying the fashion tree, completely, you know, like editor, magazine, and I'm like, you know, I could do this, I could do that, and I really am kind of thinking, if I just keep gathering experience, it'll just add more branches, and then I'll have more choices. And the more people you meet, the more choices you get, you know? I think that that's the best way to look at it. I don't promise it to anyone that I'll choose what I want to do when I'm older. I just know that I want to be successful, and I want to be comfortable and be happy. I'm not all into that schlepping. You know, I do it now for Derek and I don't want to be doing it later on. If you're like Rachel Zoe and you get to that point, then it's cute. She's choosing like a million people to get the stuff for her. You know, she's not actually doing that hard graft. She pulls it together at the end, which is the easy part. This business is totally cutthroat, you know. You have to, I found as well, being an assistant and seeing other assistants, to get to that person, you've got to just go over their heads. So I've just arrived here from London and an assistant to a celebrity stylist, and it is so difficult, but I'm not letting anyone walk all over me. Ever, ever, ever.